This Postgres database has scaled to 0. It's not in use, and therefore my bills are not going up. As soon as I want to use it, let's say for instance by grabbing the Postgres connection string, I can go ahead and grab and get into that database just like that. Then I can go ahead and run a query, and shortly after the query runs, it will be available to us. And there it is. And so the idea overall is that we can actually connect to a scaled down database at any time. And the reason you scale it down is it's just simply not in use, but it also unlocks something really powerful. And that's the concept of branching. So the idea behind a branch database is to make a copy of the original that we can use for other purposes. Let's say, for instance, you want to give an agent a copy, an isolated copy of the data you're working on without it really affecting the source database. Well, that's what branches are all about. So if I do copy the branch database and also create a Postgres client connection, I can actually jump in there, do the exact same query, and get the exact same data. Now, one of the magics of copy on write is the data changes when you make changes. So if I were to seed the branch data with some other random data, I can do that just like this. The original data source doesn't change. The branch itself does. And so we can continue to do this on this branch and really isolate it from that original data. And we can also do it where we branch the branch. So the branched version of the branch has the same data. Where we start to diverge is if we wanted to go to the original source data and branch that. Well, guess what? That's just the original source data, including that branch of that branch. And you can make thousands of branches for this one single database. And after a short duration, they will all scale to 0, and so will your bills. The idea also is that we can actually create brand new instant Postgres databases just like that. All of these have their own connection string that you can grab and do all of the things with Postgres, and we can scale this up as much as we need, and it will scale down based on how much you're actually using those databases. We can also see this in action inside of the UI. So up until this point, I've been using the API to connect to Xata's UI, and what we'd end up seeing is we would see all of our branches for our specific project in here. And of course, I need to go to the actual project itself that is available. All of these right here, Atomic Matrix, what we see is literally all of these branches that I've been creating. It's a very powerful platform, and it's certainly leading the charge with Postgres and what you can do in this modern era. Be sure to sign up at Xata.io for a new account and get started today. Thank you.